hard on Fizz versus an all AP comp. I mean, I guess he went an armor to tower dive. I don't really think it was a very good pickup. So, yeah, I'm actually not sure why he built Frozen Heart. I mean, it's like a pretty standard Fizz build where you build Frozen Heart. I don't know. Like, he already had a lot of magic resist. Maybe he just wanted armor to tower dive. Alright, anyways, let's watch this Gambit game. Oh, wait, what did I do? I don't want to watch Unicorns versus SK. Alright, let's watch this game from the start. Alright, so, Gambit. Let's look at the bans. Hey, let me tweet this out real quick. Alright, let's watch this game. So, they first banned Vlad. Kind of a reasonable ban against XPK. Not really many people have been playing Vlad lately, though. Just because his wave clear is a little weird. But I can understand the ban versus XPK. He is like one of his preferred champions. They banned Rumble. That's a pretty good ban against Soez. And they banned Varus. Varus is pretty annoying to deal with. These are all like good blue side bans. And Varus is a pretty good blue side ban because usually people pick Varus as a counter pick to when people pick Zir or Victor or something like that, and they can just outrange and poke it out. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna call him PK, and you're gonna like it. All right, tough luck. All right, so we got this going on here. Let's speed up the ban pick a little bit. I don't know why, but this kid scares me. What's this kid's name? Niels? Is this Niels? This guy scares me for some reason. Anyways, so why did they ban Gangplank here? I mean, maybe it's just a troll ban, like a throwaway ban, but or maybe Gambit's like doing some weird cheese strat with Gangplank top. I could see that, but wait, hold on? Does Niels scare anybody else? Alright, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't just me. Anyways, we'll talk about the game. So they banned Gangplank, and that just basically gave them free Alistar. I feel like I'm down with the Sivir ban. Like, that's completely understandable. You don't want to first pick Sivir. That's a good ban. I'm down with the Ryze ban. Like, Ryze is a stupid fucking champion. You should definitely ban him. I'm not so much down with this Gangplank ban though. It's like, I don't know, because you just gave him Alistar. Like, did we not all just watch that game from SKT where they got Alistar, and we like understand what Alistar can do, right? I feel like you should ban Alistar instead of this guy. I don't know. All right, so Origin responds with first picking Corki and Rek'Sai, which is okay. Like, Corki's a pretty safe ADC, and Rek'Sai is like a pretty contested jungle pick, but also Gragas is up. So they just took the jungler preference in their ADC. Mod you? What's your name on here? Broken Shard. Is it just Broken Shard? Alright, so they picked Nidalee. And do you go Graves? Jace? Nidalee, Jace. So they just blind pick their mid here. I'm actually not too familiar with all the Jace counters or like what really does well against them. But blind picking a mid, actually blind picking mid this early is fine because you're on blue side. So, but they've just kind of shown that they have this poke comp But they also have Alistar as like a way of cock blocking. I feel like that the Alistar is the champion that holds this team comp together. Just looking at it, I feel like if they deny Gambit this Alistar pick, they banned it and said this Gangplank. Already just looking at this team comp, and I already know the result of this game, and I know they won. But I'm like trying to I can instantly see like why they won the game. Giving Alistar to a poke comp is just way too nasty because you have 2 farms of heal and you have an unkillable front line. So I don't know. And you have physical and magic damage, so it's hard to itemize against it. I like the Braum pick here too, though. I do like the Braum pick from Origin. Just because it actually is good against poke. If you get tanky enough, you can just run up and E everything. I mean, Origin's team comp's actually not that bad looking, especially against Gambit's team comp. Because Betsy can only play Azir and Jace well. I mean, that's fine. Like, those are 2 meta champions that are very good right now. And then they pick Shen. So now you have... I don't like these last 2 picks, but whatever. I mean, if you want to play Shen top, by all means, it's like, it's pretty meta, and it's pretty good in a lot of situations. So I agree with the Shen pick, but I don't know why you go Lucian here, especially against Corki. I feel like there's so many better Corki, like, there's so many better picks you could have picked into Corki, but whatever. I don't know, I just think Lucian's garbage right now. Just my opinion. I feel like they should have picked into Corki. I feel like they should have picked Sivir's banned. I mean, honestly, a lot of the ADCs are banned. They basically won an ADC that has a jump. Whatever, that's a fine pick. You want to pick Lucian, pick Lucian. Shit, even Ezreal could be okay. Why not Kalista? I mean, Kalista, Alistar is pretty good too, but I think this is the patch when Kalista's been nerfed. So, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, Kalista could have been good here too. But a lot of people think that Corki's pretty decent into Kalista. That's like a pretty common thought process. Caitlyn? I guess Forgiven does play Caitlyn. Caitlyn's good against Corki, but Caitlyn would just get raped by that team comp. Like, look at that team comp that Origin has. They actually have a pretty nasty team comp.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Anyways. Alright, I liked everything in Origin's team comp until I saw this Nautilus pick. And Nautilus just can't, I mean, yeah, you can stop Shen's port, but you can't really pressure Shen at all. I think that they could have picked a better pick here. Like, I don't know. I feel like he should have picked, they are really AP heavy, but they'd pick Nautilus anyway. I feel like they should have gone like Echo. I feel like Echo would have been so good here, and I know Soaz plays it. And Echo's actually a really good pick into Shen top. They had the counter pick on top lane, and they didn't. They decided not to counter it. And they already have plenty of tanks. Like, they have, like, Rek'Sai's going to build tanky, and Braum's also tanky. So I feel like getting another tank just kind of really limits your damage. Maybe they just wanted the engage to get on the poke. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I feel like Echo could have just, like, shit on the Shen. I would have liked an Echo pick here better. Hi, Broken Shard. Don't you think that with not top, it opens Rek'Sai up to the reign over the build warrior hex drinker? I mean, I think Cinder Hulk into Black Cleaver is the best DPS build for Rek'Sai, but that's just me. Like, Rek'Sai, if Rek'Sai gets fed enough, you can actually deal with your Shen problems. Because you can just go, like, Cinder Hulk into Black Cleaver into, like, Warden's Mail Bork. Which is a lot of farm, but if you're just splitting and taking out the side lane farm anyways, you'll get there. And then, yeah, you'll just, like, shit on the Shen with that. But, I mean, that's, like, pretty far ways off. I feel like they could have just picked Echo, a champion that actually counters Shen in lane, and then just, like, I know Soaz plays that champion. And they could have just pressured in the Shen. Like, you just push Shen in all day with Echo, and you never die. It's like way too hard to die with it. Fizz top? I don't think Fizz beats Shen. So they're just gonna do a standard start. It's pretty much standard point. Everybody's just like watching entrances. Pretty pussy. Both teams have really, really, really strong level 1s. So like they have Alistar and Shen, and then these people have Braum and Nautilus. Like really strong level 1s. I'm surprised they didn't invade with this, but it looks like they don't really care what lanes they get, and they're like happy with standard. So they're happy with standard or 2v1. You can see like these. I wonder if they're gonna do the 2 camp together. I think they should do the 2 camp together. The Rek'Sai and the Nautilus. I'm gonna speed this up though. Put Rek'Sai against Shen. I don't think Rek'Sai top's that good. Move the cam. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. 1 second. Alright. Let's get back to this. So yeah, looks like they're just gonna do the 2 camps together. So this is one of the openers where you don't really care how the lane's set up, because even if it does end up being standard, you can just have the top laner do 2 camps fast and then port to top, which is what he's gonna do. So both top laners are even. Neither one really has an advantage. They're just gonna lane it standard, which is honestly fine. Like Shen in standard's pretty good, just because you can wait till Shen gets level 6 and you can make a power play on bottom. Just use the fact that you have TP. But to be honest though, I think Nidalee is much stronger in standard play than 2v1. So I think that OG should actually try to have 2v1 or like force the 2v1 against Nidalee. I don't think a lot of teams take advantage of the fact that Nidalee's slightly weaker in a 2v1. Oh wait, what the fuck? How did this happen? Alright, so wait, why is Mithy even in the jungle? Like, what is Mithy doing in the jungle here? So he wants them. So he sees them scrapping, and they know they push down bottom. So he comes up through here, and he just wants to like make the power play and come behind Nidalee and like fuck her up. But they just see him do this. So then he ends up getting like, Mithy, what are you doing here, friend? That was a weird scrap. He had to blow his flash, and once you blow your flash in a Braum lane, especially against Alistar, who can just pull flash you at any time, like that one play there just instantly lost them bot lane. Like that's such a stupid play. That's way too risky. I highly doubt you would ever kill Nidalee with the way he was moving. Like what you hit a Q on her and Rek'Sai like flash knocks her up, and then you'd have to get like the stun, and like I don't even know if that would kill Nidalee. It's like, I don't know, man. Seems kind of risky, and you just like lost bot lane because of it. Yeah, I'm not down with it, man. So Betsy's just free farming mid. And Rek'Sai's just gonna take the Raptor camp, find out where the jungler is. So he sees Betsy's pushing up here really far, and that's because like Betsy has to push the wave in to get it to the point where Victor won't freeze it. Like Victor's trying to get the wave frozen in front of his turret so that Rek'Sai can come do this play. So he's letting Betsy push into him. So Betsy recognizes that the wave's pushing in, and like your response to when the wave's pushing in like that is you have to shove it all the way into turret so that you can get it to unfreeze. And he also has to go back to buy his tier as well. You can see he's out of mana. But they just like time this really well. And holy shit, he kills him here. Does he hit the sphere here? Yep. That was a really nice. Wait, where was Diamond Prox at the start of this? So he was doing wolves. He sees this. Nice. That was a pretty good play by Diamond Prox. Oh, it ended up being 2 for 2. Okay. The difference there though is that Jace had pushed the wave into the turret, and some of the minions were dying to the turret, whereas PK like never got to farm those turrets. So the Jace actually ended up coming out a little bit ahead in that, even though he didn't end up coming out ahead, but it wasn't that bad for him, man. The Nidalee got 2 kills, but having 2 kills on a Victor's pretty scary. But Jace doesn't care. He's just gonna farm the fucking lane anyways. Like that's just a farm lane. So getting kills on Victor is like not that big a deal. But getting those 2 kills on Nidalee, like she already almost has a rune glaive at 6 minutes. So look at the pressure she's able to put out. So they do this gank, misses the spear. I guess she isn't doing any pressure. But, oh. Alright, so she's in it farming like a lot of that solo wave. Oh no, she's not going to farm the wave. But she did get solo XP under the turret. So she's going to go clear out these wards. The standard play is so boring to watch, to be honest. Like, standard play is... There's like literally zero fucking strategy going on when you watch a standard play game. Because it's legit just a solo queue game. And you're just doing solo queue shit. Like calling to get that help when the wave pushed in, like that's just like basic laning shit. Like this is just stuff that there's no like team strategy involved in it, I feel like. But now Cabashard's level 7. He has the ultimate. So you can see bot lane's playing like super bitch. They don't want to fight anymore. And also Victor doesn't want to fight either. So everybody's just gonna be farming here. And Nidalee's just gonna be power farming. Like both jungles are just gonna be power farming. Because they're so scared of the Shen porting in and fucking up their shit that they just don't want to risk it. So they're just gonna farm it out. Oh wait, what the fuck? I like turned my head for a second. I'm like, oh, they're just farming it out. So he has his flash up from the thing before, but Alistar can just pull flash at any time and then headbutt you back, and it just gives you such a huge. The gank threat from Alistar is just way too ridiculous. I don't know why people give people Alistar. Alistar is just obvious. He's honestly just like the most broken support. He's just way better than every other support right now. It's so stupid. I think OG really fucked up in the draft by giving him that Alistar. All right, so top they're still just farming. Like, wait. So the 3-1 Diamond Prox Nidalee jungle, who's arguably stronger than... The only real thing he has over this Rek'Sai is boots, so they're pretty equal combat strength right now. Although, Diamond Prox is 1 level in him, so he's a little bit stronger. So let's see how this fight goes. I want to slow-mo this fight, because this is an interesting fight. So he ults Diamond Prox, and then he walks backwards a little bit. But he just gets Shen ultied. And they just don't have the damage to kill the Nidalee through the Shen ultimate. Like, look at this. They try to, like, pop the Nidalee. Like, this is actually a good response by Soaz here to try to pop Nidalee and just not go for the Shen. If they went for the Shen, they probably would have got double killed here. So, they played that situation actually really well. If they went for the Shen, they would have 100% got double killed. They wouldn't have been able to kill him in time. Like, he's just way too tanky at this point. Alright, so let's speed this up.
Why is this guy so fast? I almost killed him. What the fuck?
The tank meta didn't ruin anything. This isn't even tank meta anymore. Like, both of these junglers are not like true tanks. Like, Rek'Sai's not a true tank, and neither is Nidalee. There is no more tank meta, friend. Tank meta's gone. It's pretty balanced again. Alright, so there's pushing in bottom. Shen used his ultimate, but he has TP still, so that it's still like, if they have a fight, it's gonna be an all-out brawl. And Soaz can't really make a big play right now because he doesn't have his ultimate because he used the top. So they're just gonna go back to farming. Yeah, this is the slowest game, man. They're just sitting here chilling and farming. I mean, not really the slowest game because there's been 3 kills on both sides, but just watching standard play is like really slow. Alright, so they get the Shen taunt off, and then Nidalee hits the spear off the Shen taunt. And is he going to be able to kill him? Good flash by him to dodge the spear. Oh, wait, what the fuck? When does he get here? Let's go back on this. I want to see how the Jace ends up doing this. So Jace just pushes the mid wave up because he knows Victor went back to buy. And then he just starts roaming top because I'm pretty sure the Nidalee says like, hey man, we're gonna make a play top, so like start heading up. Oh no, he's going for blue actually. Jace is gonna go solo blue, and then he's like, oh shit, like we fighting up here. And then he just gets the EQ on him and kills him. And he just gets that kill. Isn't that so funny? All right, so you'd think like this just watch how Betsy moves here, right? If you watch how Betsy moves, this just proves that Gambit had absolutely zero fucking strategy going down here, and it's all just luck. There's just like no strategy going on. Like watch, oh my god, I wish I could zoom in on Betsy. The fact that he starts going to blue. Oh wait, was he going to blue? Wait. See, he goes down at the start. Yeah, see, he did go down a little bit. And then he goes up there once he sees the fight broke out. He was going to blue, man. I fucking knew it. That or he's checking to see if that bush is pinked. Could have been one or the other, man. The world will never know. Are Gambit actually geniuses? Or was he actually just going to go get blue? He could have been checking that brush for pink. You never know, man. We'll just never know. We'll never know. Alright. Alright, so they start fighting bottom. So they just had that scrap top. They know Nautilus is dead. And then Shen just goes back to base. And he's just going to TP to this ward. And he almost has ultimate up as well. This is such a weird scrap. Alright, so they do this scrap. They start doing this scrap because they know Italy's topside, right? They're like, hey, we have the wave pushing and we can actually fight them for this. But it seems like such a random scrap. Like, what? Like, put yourself in Corki and put yourself in OG shoes, right? You have Corki and Braum, right? And there's a level 7 Alistar and a Lucian. And Alistar can also heal this Lucian. And he's about because once the wave hits the turret, all the minions are gonna die, right? And that's just gonna keep proccing Alistar's heals. So any poke you get off in this situation is all gonna get healed back, right? So shift plus or shift minus. Okay, anyways. So it's just like, what are you trying to get out of this situation here? You're not gonna get anything out of this. So you're just doing random aggression that has like no sense to it. And this just opens up Origin to this play. And they just end up killing Mythy. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna get... Are they gonna get Dragon off this? Yeah, they should just get Dragon off of this. I don't know. That just seemed like pointless random aggression. And they just paid the price for it. Like, in competitive play, you can't make plays like that. You can't just do random aggression. If you do random aggression ever in competitive play, you always pay for it and you always fucking die. And it's just gonna look like that every time. Wait, they didn't get the dragon off that play? Hold on, let's look at this. Why didn't they get the dragon? What was Lucian sitting on? Lucian had... Oh, they could have done dragon off of that. I think they should have. They knew they were that chunked out, and they had Cabochard down here to begin with. Even though Nidalee's... Oh, I guess Alistar had no mana. That's honestly safe. That's fine. If Alistar had no mana, I can understand this. So... Alright, so they're going to come down here and scrap for the dragon. Diamond Prox has half mana, but he should be fine. And remember how they... this is the power of Shen and for top lane, is that... You see how he did that TP play bottom? Usually, what would happen with top laners is he'd be like, alright, you have a TP disparity. So if a play gets made... Like, Nautilus could now have an open window where he could make a play on bot lane. And... Because there would be no TP for him to... Like, Shen couldn't come into the bot lane and, like, make them pay for that play. So Nautilus would have free reign to do that play. But because Shen has ultimate, it basically cancels out that effect, so he can't make that play. Hey, Ventureness, thanks for 7 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Do I think OG just forgot about TP, or was it a conscious decision? I mean, that's what I'm trying. I mean, I just tried to reason out their decision. Like, it was just honestly bad play by OG to be scrapping there. TP or no TP, it's just like pointless aggression. Like, you're not going to gain anything off of it. So this is interesting. Alright, hold up. Wait, why did they go for this? So they're scrapping for dragon. Nidalee's on topside jungle. So they're getting vision on dragon. So I'm pretty sure that Gambit just calls that they want to give up this dragon and just dive top instead. Because they don't really have much vision in the river. You can see they don't really have too much vision. So they're just like, alright, fuck it. Give it up. We'll just go dive top. And you can see Jay starts moving top too with Nidalee. And... Jace just decides to go back mid because he sees that Origin makes the decision to push mid. He doesn't want to lose mid turret for free. But he gets zoned off in the wave, so he only gets a little bit of it. And nobody really ends up dying, so Origin basically just traded Dragon for top turret, which is an okay thing. That's fine. But it's only first dragon at 16 minutes, so like the dragon win condition is gonna come so late in this game that it's not really gonna matter. And meanwhile, Jace is just power farming mid. He's just chilling farming, and he's like sitting on those 2 kills he got before. So what's Origin's play now? Like, if I were to put myself in Origin's shoes, I'm sitting there looking at this like, what's my next play? You can't really dive bottom because they have Alistar and Shen ultimate. Your next play should basically be... Damn, that's a tanky Shen. Your next play is... You can either choke off one side of the jungle, or you can like... Or you can attempt to dive on top. If you bring Braum up there and Corki... Or if you bring Braum and Rek'Sai, maybe kill him, but I don't think you can do it without... Wait, no. You'd have... This is like how you do. You'd have to have Victor push up mid, get the wave in, and like have Jace like sitting there holding it. And then you'd have to have Rek'Sai previously, like previous to that, he'd have to get the Raptor camp, and then go sweep all the wards going up to the top lane, and then they'd set up the dive for that. But that's like a... That's something they're just obviously not going to try to do, because even diving this Shen is like pretty difficult, because if the Nidalee's anywhere around them, they'll pay the price for it so hard. And then, yeah, that's literally their only play. They can only dive Shen, so it's a pretty tough situation for them. Or they can just try to play the dragon game and like farm it out and just wait out the dragons. Alright, so the Braum Quirky's kind of pressuring. I don't like the Lucian pick at all. It's just losing the lane here. Force the fight bot. Alright, here's what's gonna happen when they force the fight bottom. They're just gonna... Like, Alistar is the king of punishing bad engages, because he'll just butt fuck you, man. He has so much CC, and he's so hard to kill. And, like, an AoE Pulv is just ridiculous. It can, like, change the game completely. And then on top of that, they also have Shen ultimate, so it's just... It's like, good luck. Like, good luck doing that play. You'll just get shit on for it. But that's level 2 Shen ultimate. That's a lot of fucking shield for this point in the game. So they're just gonna keep farming here. They're trying to pressure mid. So they get off a little bit of Jace poke there, and they're just gonna walk up to mid turret and use the fact that they have poke here. So I'm gonna play this situation slower. But okay, well usually what would happen is they would just sit there and try to siege and poke, but Victor's such a stupid champion that he just eased the wave one time, and he goes to clear it. And then they see them moving over to do this dive. And how do they even get pressured in here to do this dive? Oh, because Corki has to go back to buy, I think. Yeah, Corki wants to go back to buy here. So they let the wave push into them. So both teams want to go rotate down to do something here because they know that they're trying to take the turret. Corki goes back to buy. He's running down here because they want to hold this turret, but these guys want to dive this turret. So they're just going to end up giving it up just because they know they're late to it. They know Corki had to back there. Mid tower is down because they ward up Gambit's jungle and try to play for picks. I mean, they could, but the thing is Nidalee has very good vision check, and if Shen ultimates in and turns one of those picks, it could be really bad for them. But I mean, they could definitely do it. Like they have Rek'Sai, it's pretty safe. Like OG can basically just slowly inch up in Gambit's jungle and get wards. But one of the problems with that is nobody on OG's team has magic resist. So if Nidalee just plays the game where she just sits in the jungle and throws spears and like tries to nail you when you come into the jungle to get vision, then you'll just get chunked out too hard as you're going into the jungle. And then if Gambit decides to come in with a Shen ultimate and turn that kind of fight, then it could be really bad for OG. So Nidalee's just like a really dangerous early game champion, and it's like tough to get control against, especially when you have a gold deficit. So they're just going to come up here and try to siege and poke this. They're going to give the blue to Jace. They know top wave is pushing in. Nautilus is going to go hold that. It looks like they don't even want to, like... They'll probably just group back up and siege this again. Because now they have the Shen pushing against Corki. I don't really think the Shen can kill the Corki, but I don't think the Corki can kill the Shen either. So, alright, they just send Shen back against the Nautilus. Like, that's honestly the lane that you should have the Shen in. Like, neither of these tanks can ever kill each other, so it's just a big wet noodle fight. And they're just going to take turns pushing the wave in. But if the Nidalee comes in, then she can definitely fuck him up. Like Nidalee's just relentless of how bad. Like look at this chase, man. What a stupid champion. And then Shen just ulties up there. Like look at how long he chased her for. This is one of the problems with when you have a tower down. So fucking stupid. Nidalee is just an obnoxious champion for this specific reason. Like he has CDR boots. There's just no way you're gonna get away from this guy. Like look at this shit. And then they just Shen ulti, and it's like... Excellent. So Origin's going to see that they're doing this play top and that they use Shen ultimate, so now they're going to try to make a play bottom. See this? But don't forget, they still have Shen TP. So even though they don't have Shen ultimate, they still have Shen TP, so they're not going to force this too hard. And Victor's just trying to like 1v3, hold them off the turret. And then Origin's going to get another dragon. Like they're getting dragons, but they're behind on gold. They're getting pressured pretty hard too. Like the Shen's making it really difficult for them, and the Nidalee. It's like too much. It's too much early game pressure for Origin to deal with. Did nerfs? I mean, they nerfed Nidalee like a million times. She's just a champion that just gets. She just snowballs out of control like way too hard. She's just way too snowbally. And this game, you can see she got 4 kills, so she's just fucking snowballing out of control and taking the game over. And that's just something Nidalee can do. Like wait, are they gonna try to do this Baron? I want to see why they decided to do this Baron. Did they get chunk on somebody? So they're keeping them pushed in. They have pink on Baron and they have pink on River. So this is really good vision control by them. And I'm 100% sure they saw the Nautilus and they saw that. Not they saw the Nautilus, but. I'm pretty sure they saw the support back, so they know like the support's the only person who can come over and ward, and they just use that to get. Like they do this so like Nidalee not only she also does like look at the Baron speed out of this. Nidalee does fucking Baron so fast, and they have Jace too. Jace is also like fast at doing Baron. That was a really good Baron though. It's really early. It's 23 minutes in the game, so that was a good power play by them. So now they should just group up with their Baron buff minions and then just siege down a lane, and just have Shen splitting. They should 4-1. So Shen actually pushes kind of slow, but when you give Shen Baron buff minions, he pushes really fucking fast. Oh, Nautilus is busy holding bottom. He still has TP. I feel like that Nautilus is just an absolutely useless champion in this game. Like, what has Nautilus done this whole game? He's literally done absolutely fucking nothing. I'd say that's the worst thing that OG's done this game is pick that Nautilus pick, because he's done absolutely fucking nothing. It just seems like a useless pick. Look at the Baron speed 2 times playback speed. Hey man, it'd probably be pretty fast if it was 1 times, okay? Oh. Oh, what was that? So Nidalee's gonna go up here and try to get. Jesus, this is an interesting pick. Do they even see him on this? Like, where do they see him at on vision? Oh, they see him on this bot ward. They ward over. They just flash EQ ultimates from. Well, that is that's what Victor does. Yep. Well, yeah. Of course, Nidalee can't shut Nautilus down, but it's like. Rek'Sai plus Nautilus doesn't do any fucking damage, so it's... I don't know. I feel like I'm just still going with, man, if you had that Echo pick this game, ooh. Could have been nasty, man. Could have dealt with that Shen, dude. Could have been good. But nope. And I don't like the early Corki rotation either. That doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, Corki's a great champion, don't get me wrong, but... I don't know. I think they should have counterpicked Shen. Like, they had the counterpick on it, and looked like OG just didn't have a Shen counterpick prepared this game. So, oh well. I'm going to speed this up again. I feel like they should be taking more turrets with their Baron here. But the Baron ran out. I mean, they got, like, what did they get? They got second tier top turret, and that's pretty much it. And they... I guess it's because Nidalee died. Because Nidalee died, it like stalled out a lot of their Baron. But that's not gonna matter. Like, look at this siege comp. This is fucking ridiculous. They're just gonna walk up to the turret. They have Alistar heal. They have Nidalee heal. They have Shen splitting off in a side lane, and like nobody can kill his ass now. And they just keep them pinned into, they keep them pinned into the turret. And they're just going to keep them pinned in while the Shen does all the work and wins the game for them. Would they stack MR against Echo? I mean, Rek'Sai does physical damage, but even if he stacks MR, it's still like, it's just the matchup in general. He just pushes them in really hard. Alright, let's see this fight. Alright, so let's see the setup. I'm gonna slow this down. So Victor's pretty chunk coming into this. He's like 60% health. And then Niels goes to 60% as well. So look at where OG's at, right? So they're getting pinched in from all sides. And this is the perfect air. Like, if I was Alistar here, this is like my wet dream. Because you just wait till they all come through this choke right here. And then you can just pull flash. Wait. Wait. He didn't go for it. He's just zoning them out of this choke. This is really good how he plays this, actually, because watch what Gosu does right here. So he sees that they want to disengage this, and he just headbutts Soaz in, and they just kill him. So they just get the free kill on their top laner, so this just gives them free dragon. I think they could have done a much better play, though. Like, if Gosu just pulled flash there, he could have gotten like a 4-man knockup and just like instantly won the game for them, I think. But it looked like he had other plans, so yeah, I've been pretty unimpressed with Soaz's performances lately. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what is Soaz doing? So he hits Gosu, and he just gets shit on here. I don't know. Yeah, I guess Nautilus did root Gosu. I mean, I think he could have got it a little bit sooner, but yeah, it's understandable why Gosu couldn't go for the play, but I don't know about Soaz, man. Weird champion selection and pretty bad play, man. That's... Oh, and then they just dive Victor. Victor's dead. Let's go back to how they do this dive. So, remember, Soaz is dead from the dragon. We'll just slow it down. So they know Brahms E is out now. So they use the combo, just chunk out amazing here. He's chunk. Shen gets the taunt flash off. He knows there's no damage that can follow. Like, the only follow-up damage right here is Corki, which they end up killing Jace, but they still have fucking Forgiven in the Shen up. I'm pretty sure they can just... Oh, no, they're not going to be able to take the turret. But they end up wasting their TP. Alright, let's see it, Soaz. What's the big play? Rek'Sai's coming in, too. He misses the hook. The flash auto. Alright, nice, Soaz. Are they going to do... the Baron that's not up? Baron comes up in 54 seconds, and now you just wasted your flash to get that kill. What are they doing? Okay. I feel like they just wasted a lot of stuff right before Baron comes up, and then now they're just not going to have it when the Baron's up. Like, I feel like you would want your flash as Nautilus to get the kills in the Baron fight, but we'll see what they do. Let's see what they do. So they get top turret. Okay, so they get the top turret. They're down 8k gold. And they're just gonna start... Wait, why did Victor go bottom here? So Victor knows generally when the Baron comes up, right? He should know the Baron's coming up like any second now. He should know this Baron timer. Like, if you're in a competitive game, you should always know the timers on Barons. He's just like chilling out, pushing the bot wave. And then PK's just like, hey man, I'm bot lane. Where's your mid laner at, dude? Like, why is he down here? This is... Why is he bot? So Soaz comes in with Niels. They're like, hey man, we gotta stop this. We gotta slow him down. So they start hitting up Pepper. But goes to Pepper's Alistar, so it doesn't fucking matter. They don't do any damage to him. And they just run over their tanks. So now Origin has no tanks. So they have to, just to come up here and they have to try to blow somebody up. Oh, here's the TP though. The Shen taunt. The home guards. That was a pretty good initiate by Cabochard. I feel like Victor should have flashed that taunt though. That should have been a taunt he could have flashed. Yeah, they just get the Baron and kill everybody here. I mean, this is like pretty good play from Gambit all around, though. They're like playing the situation pretty well. It's good to force these Barons. Like the moment you see Victor bottom at this point, like it's 31 minutes in the game and you kill Baron almost instantly, you might as well just go for that fucking Baron and then just go for the turn. They have pretty good countering, like turning or whatever. They have Alistar and they have Shen, so they have good lockup CC for single target. Okay then, so the game's pretty much, I'd say, over at this point. Like they have what, like a 9,000 gold lead at this point. I don't really know how they're gonna hold this push here. So they have Baron buff, Jace, and Italy, and Jace is just, he probably has like 400 attack damage now. I don't know. Like the tanks on Origin are tanky, but they're not gonna do shit against this last Whisper Jace. He's just gonna shit on them. Oh, this is good. They're having Shen just split out with the Baron buff. Whenever you have Baron buff and you have a top laner, they're just gonna split on their own and nobody can kill them. You just push, like you set up the wave with the top laner and then just follow the wave in. So see how they like piled this wave with their top laner while they kept all the other waves pushed in? So now they're just gonna ride this big wave in that the Shen pushed up with, and they're just gonna try to siege with it. And then just look at that. That one JCQ took Victor to half health. So now they have to hold this turret while Victor's half health. He has to go back to buy now. They have so much poke. I feel like Gambit's playing this scenario wrong. They should have Shen splitting one lane, and they should have the other four sieging the other lane. That way they could 4-1. Because if you look, Origin's main initiate tool is the Nautilus. So if you get the Nautilus to go off into a side lane with Shen, then the ways that Origin can engage on Gambit's poke comp is really limited then. And then you can just string them out and just like poke them out and take the turrets. Yeah, I don't like what Gambit did with that Baron. I feel like Gambit they misused both of their Barons here. I think the game could have been over a lot sooner if they used their Barons better. Like they should have definitely at least been able to get one inhib down at this point with their Barons. If they had done the 1-4 split, then they would have 100% gotten Baron. But instead they're literally just like pushing in with everybody. And I mean they're starving out the jungle, which is the right thing to do, but they could have ended the game much more quickly. And holy shit, Lucian does a lot of damage. Alright, so Soaz has good wave clear. End up going on Soaz, they do ungodly damage. Alright, so this Corki, like they have Corki down here holding against Alistar and Lucian. Lucian's so fed he just like ends up winning. Holy shit. Look at this play by Gosu. This shit's hilarious. So he just ends up, he headbutts this minion to get the range, and then he flashes up here and ignites him. And then gets the pole on him. That was a pretty good play by Gosu. And then they start trying to fight down here on the bot lane. Like the Braum tries to fuck him up, so they just Shen ulti down here. And now they have no ADC. So once they get this first inhib down, this just opens up for the Shen to just push in like a jerk the whole game. And the game's pretty much over once they like lose this inhib. Or wait, do they even lose it? Wait, what are you doing? Wait, why is Jace... So Jace should just be getting... They should back up while Jace gets his top turret. Oh, so they hook Diamond procs, the Hourglass. He pretty much just flashes in. So Gosu... I mean, he didn't flash, but he just goes in there and he just... I don't know that. That was kind of weird. He pretty much just suicided, but it's fine. It's fine. They're just going to end the game anyways. Like their ADC's dead and Jace is just like soloing everybody, so... Whatever. He saved the Nidalee, dude. He saved the important person there. What a hero support. So now Nidalee has no mana. Can they end this? I'm pretty sure they can end this. Jace just absolutely destroys towers. But they just stop chasing for kills. Alright, so the wave's coming in. It's not really that big of a wave. But Yeah, because he chunks out this Corgi here, this means they can just sit. No, they still can't get the fucking wave. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this game just go. They're just gonna probably just go back to buy and then push down mid and in the game. Rewind for the taunt? Which taunt? Which taunt? When does the taunt happen? When? When does it happen? Where? So the Alistar goes in? Wait, he just missed that. I just saw him miss 2 taunts in a row. Which double taunt are you talking about here? Alright, let's see the taunt. Missed that taunt. Missed that taunt. Oh wait, I see the double taunt. That was actually pretty nice. He eat into him and then flashed on the wreck side. Not many people go for those kind of plays. I usually don't go for those kind of plays. That was a really nice double taunt. That makes up for the 2 taunts he missed earlier. Okay, he made the nice play with the 1, so he made up for it with that. Okay. That was a pretty actually, I really don't look for that taunt that much. So what you do, if you want to do that play, you just E, like, so you do your regular taunt, right? And then when you're about to, like, once you get one person in the taunt, you click your flash right on top of the second person you want to taunt. Like, you flash right on top of them. Like, that should be where you're clicking. And that's how you do that play. Cabo Shard is a BF sword. Yo, man, you gotta push those turrets. I'm down with the BF sword. If it makes you kill turrets even faster, then by all means get it. Like, they're shitting on them. Alright, so anyways, let's talk about the game, because the game's already over. So, Baron's up. They're like, hey man, we gotta go check this. Mithy's like, oh shit, they're here. Hey, I'm dead. Oh, wait, they just ran us over. Wait, it's BF Sword Shen. He just shit on the turret. Whoa, he just autoed me for like 300 damage. Oh no, there's a lot of minions. The wave's coming in. Watch out! I'll save you. I'm Soaz. Just let me. Wait, I'm just useless. And that's the end of the game. Why the hell did they pick fucking Nautilus, dude? I don't get it. Did you guys... Hold on. I got a serious question, because maybe I missed something. Did Nautilus do anything useful that entire game? Does can like anybody name like a nice play that Nautilus did that game, or like anything useful? Can you guys give me something? Like, is there something I like missed, or like something I overlooked? All right, I just wanted to make sure, because I thought I maybe I like skipped over a play or some shit, but this Nautilus, like, look at this. You have the counter pick, right? Like, Soaz has the counter pick here on this Shen, and it's like, show us how you're gonna deal with it. Like, what's the survey says? What do you got for us, huh? Look at Origin, dude. He's like rubbing his head. He's like, oh shit, man. So it's like, I don't know. I could feed on a lot of champions. I think I would like to feed on Nautilus. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll feed on him. Dude, he doesn't look too happy about that Nautilus pick. He doesn't look too happy on that Nautilus pick. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the VOD review. I'm gonna cut the stream off so I can upload these, and then I'll just turn it back on. I'm gonna just play some Tom Kench. But also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, and I'll like upload these all to my playlist. Alright, but I'll be right back.